a little R&R, reviewing the teaser trailer for the Fantastic Four First Steps, I think.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, that was like the subtitle.
Oh, okay.
Marvel love their subtitles these days. So, did that make you feel any emotions about that movie whatsoever?
Nope.
It was a bad teaser trailer, right?
Alright, my takeaways. I fucking hate that mustache.
Yeah, I don't... Mr.
I hate it.
Mr. Fantastic...
Hate it? I hate it.
He's the
I hate it.
He's like the only 60s era Marvel guy who never had a mustache. He's never had... He had a beard. He very occasionally has had a beard. He's never had a mustache. Now he's got like the mustache Tony Stark used to have.
Ugh, it's gross and I hate it. I don't mind the fact that he's short. I think that that's kind of cute. That, like, his wife is clearly taller than him.
Yeah, I prefer that over RDJ wearing those, like,
Ridiculous platform shoes.
foot-tall platform boots.
Even then, Pepper was still taller than him. I can't tell if it's doing, like, a retrofuturism thing or if it's actually set in the 60s.
I don't know if it's set in the 60s and then they do a time jump, or they're from an alternate universe where it's the 60s and then they...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the retro shit, but
Gives
that's
it an aesthetic, at
that's
least.
an aesthetic, yeah, like not necessarily anything to do with the plot. Yeah, the Thing is kind of nothing.
I don't know if it's how the guy in the old movie sounded, but in my head, the Thing has a real, like, hey, I'm the Thing, I'm from New York. Oh, I'm gonna put a bit of garlic in this sauce.
Okay.
It's not bad, it just needs a bit of zip. Oh.
I mean, that definitely would have been a little bit more interesting if he had sounded like a New Yorker.
I don't know why that sauce thing is like, what, a third of the trailer?
Yeah, why were we giving so much attention to that scene?
I don't know, because it's cozy. People love cozy these days, I guess. That was a weird trailer that was nothing and barely explained anything about any of the characters, right?
I mean, also, that explained nothing about the dude that lights himself on fire.
Yeah, I didn't like his haircut.
Oh, he was on screen for probably, 5 seconds in total?
This is why I hate teaser trailers. Like, what's the point? What did that do except make people who already cared about Fantastic Four care about Fantastic Four?
I mean, it was, I can't even tell what's happening. Like, the entire hook just seems to be, hey, look, it's the Fantastic Four. It's like, you don't want to give me any kind of plot hook?
Yeah, it really is. It's a movie for nerds that already give a shit about the Fantastic Four.
Like, oh, Galactus. It's like, sure.
It's a thing you recognize.
Like, he eats planets. I think that the Silver Surfer is, like, his fucking herald. That's all I know about him.
Yep.
He's the one that eats planets, right?
Yeah. I think he explodes them and absorbs the energy.
Okay.
He doesn't, like, straight up chomp them.
Oh, that would have been way more interesting.
No, he's not that big.
Even if he was that size and he did just literally eat a planet, that would probably be more interesting.
That would, oh god, that would take like 100 years, though.
Yeah, but it would be interesting, because then it's the whole thing about, like, you're trying to survive on this planet that's slowly being consumed. I find that a much more intriguing.
Okay, that would be a cool sci-fi movie if it was just some weird
Big
alien
dude literally eating your planet?
that,
Yeah.
like, it was slowly eating the planet, but was completely unstoppable.
Exactly, that's what I mean. I find that much more interesting.
Just a really, really slow-moving disaster.
Yeah, and I mean, after a while, maybe if he, like, goes down instead of across or whatever, he, like, fucks the planet up because he eats so much of the molten core, blah, blah. Anyway, we're totally... Fantastic Four. Had nothing for it. I hate the mustache, but the 60s aesthetic looks kind of cool.
Teaser trailers are bad, and everybody needs to stop doing them. I personally don't believe you should put a trailer out for anything until it's, like, 1 month away from coming out. Like Nintendo did with that last Zelda game. Where they're like, here's a trailer for Zelda, and it's out next month.
Right, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was, like, a really quick turnover between them.
I was talking
wasn't
about that one where you are Zelda.
it? Oh. I mean, I think Tears of the Kingdom also
Yeah, it might
kind
have
of
been, like-
dropped really quickly,
It might have been
didn't
like
it?
3 months too.
Like
Don't-
they announced it, and then I think it did actually come out very quickly.
Don't tell me about a thing, and then by the time it comes out, I fucking forgot about it.
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier. The amount of trailers that we see, and it's just like, oh yeah, that seems interesting, and then we just forget about it.
Yeah, because like we got things going on in our lives. Stop doing teaser trailers.
Stop giving men mustaches. They always look bad.
That might be the actor's choice, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
I fucking, like, you know how I feel about mustaches.
Don't care for it.
If it isn't a full beard, then just be clean shaven or have done with it.